This is the 2022 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day at the beautiful Red Rock Resort, brought to you by our sponsors, New Age Graphics, Don't Let Your Friends Wear Blank T-Shirts, and Bonanno's Pizza, New York style pizza in Las Vegas. And the next team we have with us, the Desert Pines High Jaguars. We have Coach Tico Rodriguez alongside linebacker Edgerrin Dean and defensive end Malik Stinnett. Coach, you've been around a long time now. Done
That's fine.
The different names?
Yeah, he's the linebacker, he's the DN.
Different. Sorry. Okay, well, either way, we'll just start there. That's two defensive guys. I got that right at least. So you have two defensive guys next to you. Does that mean defense is going to be a real calling card this year?
Our defense has more experience than our offense, and these guys have been in our program for 4 years, and they've done a tremendous job as leaders in the weight room. I mean, they push guys in the classroom. So, and they just happen to play defense, but they're just both outstanding leaders. So I picked those guys.
Sure. Edgerrin, how do you push your teammates, being that you've stepped up as a leader at Desert Pines? What are the keys to that?
I mean, being in the system for 4 years, I mean, I've been with Coach Rod since freshman year, so I've experienced each, level, different teams, and building the chemistry with them is the most important thing, I believe. Just getting to know them, getting to know how to get them better, and their weaknesses, improving them, and their weaknesses is what I mainly focus on.
Sure, Malik, probably with some of that as a reason why all the hard work you put in, but Desert Pines has really built itself into a power, one of the teams that everyone's always looking at. There's always a target on you guys' back. What's that mean when you put on that jersey? Does that mean something to you, upholding that reputation?
Yes, sir. DP is a brotherhood. We're all in this together. We work hard, everything out the mud. It's how we build it. You just want to be together as a team that played a big part of everything. And you just want to lead us to keep getting wins and being that dominant team.
Sure, Coach, I think I've heard that word with you guys over the years of brotherhood. How'd you foster that after all these years at the Desert Pines?
I've been at Desert Pines for 22 years. And when I built the program, it was important for me to get former players to be coaches. And when guys are from the community, they know what these kids go through. It's a little bit more of a brotherhood because they know all the ins and outs of what these kids go through. So that was the foundation, is build the program within, and that creates that family culture.
For sure. Malik, we've asked a lot about defense. What about offensively? How are you guys going to look this year?
Offense is going to look, we got a good front. Our front five, our linemen, our big guys, they work hard, put in the work. They're just going to lead us through the way, either pass game, run game. They're good at both, so our O-line is going to lead us through the way.
Edgerrin, still a little bit before the season starts, so no one's perfect right now, no one's a complete picture, but where are some areas that you think you guys really need to probably get better going into the season to ultimately take you to where you want to be?
I would say probably just, we're there where we can show our full potential, but we usually don't show our full potential on the field against other teams. And bringing it apart and coming together on the field against other teams is where we need to work on, maybe, I believe.
Sure. Coach kind of overheard you talking about the schedule. It looks like you guys have a challenge right out the gate, some really tough games early. How do you go into a season knowing you got some of your toughest games at the beginning? What kind of different dynamic does that create?
It puts the pressure on the kids to put the time in the summer and the spring, because now that we're in the 5A, every team is competitive. Plus we're playing teams like Orem and Dominguez out of LA, so it just puts the priority in your training. And these guys have done it. This might be our best summer of players showing up, coaches showing up in the summer, putting the work in. So I'm really excited for the challenge of competing against these quality teams.
Malik, how'd you guys hold each other accountable and make sure you were able to have, like Coach said, the best summer you've ever had?
Well, let's start with our head coach, Coach Rod. He's here every day, so if our coach is going to be here every day, we might as well put it all in and be here every day. Me and Edge make sure the first one's there, the last one's here, everyone be here. You got to hold you accountable. That's how you win games and how you stay with the standard DP.
Sure, Edgerrin, is that something you saw as well? I mean, what's the mentality? It seems like you guys are really focused going into this year. Does that come quicker than usual this season?
Yeah, we definitely put the work in this summer. We got guys like Malik picking up other players to bring them to practice and staying after, working out, just putting in a lot of work because we know what the goal is this year.
We'll go to Coach for the last word. You kind of gave us some history lesson that you've been at DP 22 years and all that you guys have accomplished. Obviously, now you've built this into something great. Do you ever take a chance to look back and kind of marvel at how far you've come, or is it always on to the next thing, next season?
It's always to the next season. You know, when I retire, I'll look back and look back and appreciate the things we were able to accomplish at Desert Pines. But I want to think about the next year, and that's my focus, is getting these guys to play the best football they can, making sure they go to college, make sure that they're stand-up guys, that I focus 1 year at a time, and it's always forward.
All right, well, that's the Desert Pines High Jaguars right there at the top of the heap, like always now, here at the 2022 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day. Make sure you check out Las Vegas Sun for all our high school football coverage.